Prosperities. This is Lord Thaumiel's The Network. I'm with Maury Reacts, Guapo, and this is our weekly sports talk of NBA current events, trades, drama, and what have you. We're going to start with the New York Knickerbockers signing Tim Hardaway Jr. for a 4-year, $71 million contract. How do y'all feel about that?
I feel like it's a good start. And when I say good start, I mean a good start to failure.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. To me, I think it's a start. It's the first move since Phil Jackson has departed. Hopefully, it's leading to bigger and better things, and we still have some money, some cap space to get some more players. But we're not gonna. You can't overpay role players. You know, you gotta give $71 million.
Who says he's a role player? He's a possible next star for them.
I doubt that highly.
You don't know his skills.
Well, we'll see. You know. Secondly, we have Vince Carter signed a 1-year deal with the Sacramento Kings for $8 million. So I guess it's safe to say he's in it for the money, not the chip.
Well, I mean, it's not his fault because they didn't want him. And when I say they, I mean the Cavs and the Warriors. You know, the Cavs re-signed Richard Jefferson.
Cool.
Exactly. So that says it all right there. He wasn't getting picked up, bro. They signed Richard Jefferson.
I'm taking an old Vince Carter over old Richard Jefferson any day of the week.
Yeah.
I thought so too, bro, but apparently not.
Sacramento, like, for $8 million, I'll go to Sacramento. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
In breaking news, we have the great Avery Bradley traded to the Pistons for the Twin. Now, this blew my mind because I thought Boston Celtics was really trying to get a chip and build a solid foundation to go against the Cavs. But it seems like they went nowhere fast by obtaining Gordon Hayward and letting go their defense and offense. So we'll see how that goes. What do y'all think about that?
I feel like they wanted a Larry Bird. Once they saw Hayward, they was like, he's white and he's able to have some type of tempo that they would like for Boston to have. Because they want to recruit something in that force again. With a white man holding the Celtics team and the rest of the team holding him down.
Did your phone just get off on myself?
We about to put it on vibrate after, we have...
So what you're saying is...
They will sell it out just to have a white man as the starting role.
They're not looking at skills. They're just looking at the skin color now. They just said, we want the white. We need a white man.
If you see other
So you're saying he's not good?
In Boston, they get
Y'all motherfuckers.
They get hate all day through the crowd, calling the person a nigga, through MLB, through everything that you see, every other sport. So as you see that, then you know that culture over there is racist.
Yes.
There's no blindness out of it.
I see Boston as a white New York, and they're known for being racist, like you said. And
old money.
Not that Hayward doesn't have skill, but the skill doesn't equate what the hype they put behind them. They just want a great white hope. You know?
Yeah.
So they'll see. We'll see this season how it plays out for them. Hopefully, they can stay in the 1-2 position. Maury, how you feel about it? You'll go with it, or you think they should have kept him?
They definitely should have kept him. He's a great defender.
Now, keeping on Great White Hopes, Kelly Olynyk signs with the Miami Heat for $50 million, 4 years. Incredible. Now, I just respect anything Pat Riley does, so he has some type of trick up his sleeve. Kelly's pretty cool. He plays defense, has a little offense. I don't know if he's going to start. But I think it's a good piece for Miami.
He did his little thing in the playoffs and shit, But then he saw Braun and shook up like everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
He might get more playing time, right? He didn't get that much playing time.
Nah, he got... Oh, yeah. He started getting burned, like, deep in the playoffs and shit. Because he wasn't playing with fear and shit.
Also, I just heard that Dion Waiters signed a big contract with the Heat. I don't know for how long or how many years, but I think it's
hope so.
I think it was a 5-year deal.
I hope so, because that man
needs a home.
No.
What? he needs a home. He's been traveling a lot. He's been trading.
Yeah. Facts. He's a beast, man.
He's been getting better every year.
Young Dion.
Also, we have one of the nicest overrated players, I think, 4 years ago. We have Rutherford Gay. He agrees to a 2-year deal with the Spurs. Now, I thought it was a good look for the Spurs until my brother informed me that the nigga's recovering from an Achilles tear or pop, something of that nature. So I don't know how a 30-something-year-old is going to recover from that.
Yep.
But the Spurs don't really need him to be athletic. They need him to make open shots and get a couple rebounds. What do you fellas think about the Spurs signing on Rudy Gay for 2 years?
Guapo.
Rudy Gay he has a different mental structure than you could have noticed from when he came into the NBA, and he's a European professional, and maybe I think he has different professionalism in soccer or something like that.
This is all news to me.
Oh, okay, but he had great roles. Rudy Gay.
Keep it going.
Who are you talking about, Rudy Gay?
Yeah, we talking about Rudy Gay.
Oh shit, I'm talking about the wrong person.
You said overseas in soccer. I'm like, this is the most interesting man in the world. That's why he popped his Achilles.
Rudy Gay.
Rudy, he used to play with Memphis, number 22 with the Memphis Grizzlies. He's a small forward. He was really nice.
He was like 6'7" or something.
Yeah. He was like a poor man's Durant at one time.
Got you. Hey, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how much?
I don't know how much he signed for, but
It was 1 year.
2-year deal.
2 year.
2-year deal.
You sure?
Yeah, positive.
That's sickening.
I have to say, all those guys around that time, Paul Millsap, Zach Randolph, Rudy Gay, they were phenomenal. Yes. So, I mean, they deserve what they're getting now if they're still up to their par.
Zach Randolph, since you brought him up, I believe Memphis is retiring his number.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I know that he signed a 2-year deal with the Kings also.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's respect that they retiring his number.
That's love.
Yeah. I guess that's why. I thought he retired. I didn't know he left.
Now everybody's going for the money because it's
Wait,
so
where
much
is
money.
he? The Kings?
Kings. So they got Carter and Randolph. I guess they're trying to get maturity, but you don't need maturity no more when Cousins is not there.
But you got Carter Randolph. Now you got the young guard Buddy Hield. You got
Who they drafted? They drafted the Fox, right?
Oh,
you might get some
Fox. You got my nigga Justin Jackson.
You might,
Justin
sometimes
Jackson.
veterans is bullies.
No, they're there to guide. Like if Cousins was there, that's what Cousins needed. He needed those veterans to help him. They had Cousins there, and he was the OG.
Nigga Justin Jackson, De'Aaron Fox,
Buddy
Hield, Vince Carter, Zach Randolph, the vets.
So Fox is 1, and Miles Hill was Buddy
Hield.
Buddy Hill.
Buddy Hield 3. Yeah, 2-3.
That's nasty.
2-3. Then they got my son Justin Jackson, who just won the national title. Light skinned 6'8" nigga.
Okay.
So,
I feel like older players, that's vets. They're very well experienced. They could give great guidance, but you have to know about the timing that they're gonna be persistent in. You cannot push them in all the time to keep guiding and keep pushing and making those little extra. You gotta be a little more understanding about their bodies. They are supposed to be there and be professionals. That's why they sign up. But more of the reason of he's not that 48 minutes anymore. So give him at 25. Push him in when it's needed. Get him with a little tempo to know what's his role. If 15 points, 20 points is good for him, or if rebounding is his game or whatever, let him keep doing more of that, but with showing another person who's up and coming how to do it together, or that helping that person individually how to do it.
I agree. Sacramento looks good. They're not going anywhere this year, but it seems like they're trying to get the I forgot the proper term, but they're trying to get an attitude of maturity and actually going somewhere rather than just drafting and getting nice niggas and not really putting them through the maturity process. They got veterans and they got youth, and that's what you need. Secondly, which is not secondly at all, the Clippers signed Serbian point guard Milos Teodosic. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, but I'm American.
Never heard of the nigga.
Yeah, I think he's the Serbian version of Rick Rubio, but he's basically taking Chris Paul's place. What I know about European point guards is that they pretty much are pure point guards and they know how to pass the ball and run pick and rolls.
Yeah.
So they definitely need a pick and roll point guard for Jordan because that's all he does is roll and dunk. Blake Griffin could do a little bit of both. Blake Griffin's a solid player, really. He could dribble, pass, shoot, and all that.
You told me Ricky Rubio is the best point guard in the league. So I
Not was, is.
Is, yeah.
To this date.
Like, I don't even understand. You hear this? Do y'all hear this?
That's what I was talking about when you said Rudy Gay. I was thinking about Ricky Rubio. Yeah, because that guy is a phenomenal player.
You see?
You know, he's a great passer. He sees the game differently. I have to agree. Best point guard ever.
Best point guard.
I question that, but
date.
I just think. I question
I
that.
don't know how you see that.
I just think he's a great point guard. A great.
I think he had a raw deal in Minnesota. They got a team now, and he's out.
What is his credentials?
Bro, research Rick Rubio.
No.
Just
tell me his credentials.
His credentials, he's kind of like a Tony Parker player. He was a young basketball player. He was a phenom in, I think, Italy. I think he's Italian. But wherever town he's from, whatever country he's from, he was the savant of Italy, let's just say.
That's great, but he's in America now.
Yeah,
Hey,
if you look at his highlights, he's a good point guard, but you can't be a good point guard if you have nobody to pass the ball to. And that was his thing. He had a whole bunch of young players, didn't have any
What
veterans.
about Westbrook?
What about Westbrook?
He has nobody to pass to. He still averaged that.
No, but see, he's not a pure point guard. I'm talking about pure point guards who
Pure point guard.
Yeah, which is pass first. Rubio's a pass first, and when you have nobody to pass it to, you're not gonna show your great attributes. Westbrook is he could shoot it, he could dunk it, he could rebound it.
Yeah.
You know, he's a freak of nature. He's not a pure point guard. But if Rubio is to say go to the Spurs or go to Atlanta, I think that you'll see him dishing and swishing, and you can see how good he is. He was in a poor market. Nobody really got to see Ricky Rubio play, but I'm sure if you look at his highlights, you'll be impressed. You know,
I've seen his highlights.
and he was impressed.
He got nice passes.
Yeah.
He's a point guard. That's what he's supposed to do.
I mean, a point guard, yeah, they control the game and shit. It's not necessarily just passing. It's controlling the
tempo.
game and shit. Tempo.
Yeah, he does that.
That's.
He makes you add in the defensive players to ditch out the ball.
I don't think dude is really, all that though. Like he can't shoot.
He got a shot.
He's a decent
He
shooter.
developed a shot. You told me he developed a shot last year. He was like, "Yo, Rubio,
He's a
shoot."
decent shooter. He's mid-range.
When it comes to
Ricky
pure,
Rubio's calling me during the set. He's calling me right now.
Tavares. Yes. Now, also in news, this was very surprising to me because I thought this person retired and went to Germany 5 years ago. The Dallas Mavericks signs Dirk Nowitzki to a 2-year, $10 million contract. Now I know they staying loyal to him, kind of how like the Lakers did with Kobe. I'm glad they didn't give the nigga $35 or $25 million a year because that would have been ridiculous. So I'm not really mad. I'm just surprised that Dirk still wants to play because I don't think they have a playoff contending team. What do y'all fellas think about that?
I would just like to shout out my nigga Rojas since we on subject. He's a Dallas Mavericks fan, Dirk Nowitzki fan. Nigga bleed that shit. Like he a real fucking Mavericks fan. Like he knows everything. Like this nigga was like, we gonna get Dennis Smith Jr. Like I swear to God, bro.
So how do you know this?
Like this nigga, he know his shit, my nigga. So
talking to Chris.
I'ma just shout out Rojas right quick and Dirk. He's a beast. He still get double digits somehow.
Yeah.
He sucks at defense. He cannot defend nobody for shit. He can't grab a board. But when I need that basket, he will really pop that three in your face, post you up, fade away. Like I gotta give it to Dirk. Yo, I gotta give him my respect.
1 foot.
And I've always respected Dirk, and
Yeah.
especially like Rojas really like made me respect that nigga even more because I was like, I can see why that's your favorite player, but I'm not even mad at that.
He got the chip.
Nah, man. And
Beat LeBron's ass.
he
Yeah.
beat LeBron.
Yeah, Dirk
Jason
is in the
Terry.
game.
He beat
with
the
Tim
first
Duncan.
so-called super team.
Yeah.
That's
I thought he should have went to Boston. That would have been perfect.
Who?
Dirk, like in his heyday.
Nah.
If he would have left free agency and went to Boston,
That would have been.
he would have been the legend.
Yeah. He would have gotten rings a long time ago. Plenty of them.
But Dirk, 2 more years. I see. I was thinking 1 year.
Yeah, that's that was
Like
crazy.
next year, you just gonna fade. Like
I
you
thought
know,
it was 2 more years, like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Like I thought it was like, all right, 2 more years. Oh, okay, 1 more year. Like,
But I think he
2 more
wants to break
years.
Kobe's record for the longest player on one team. That's what I think it is.
I mean, he could do it. He don't get hurt. Like he got a little hurt, but it's not that bad.
He's 7 foot tall. All you gotta do is shoot most of everybody. You don't really have to use that much athleticism. Just
Very
jab,
true.
step, shoot, fade. You got that.
His release is so fucking high.
Yeah.
Block that shit.
Now, that's pretty much all today's NBA's current event news and trades. Now we want to bring up a topic that we feel is very dear to us, and you know, sometimes things make you say, Now, I want to speak about why in the predominantly black sports leagues like the National Football League and the National Basketball Association, they have to take marijuana tests, but in the European-dominated sports like baseball and hockey, they don't even test for THC or weed. Now, I never knew. I thought that when you took a drug test, you had to test for all drugs, THC. I didn't even know that these leagues can have an option not to test for certain things. So when I discovered this, it made me sick to my motherfucking stomach that these black people are making you all this money and you want to penalize them for smoking some trees. The panel, give me your thoughts.
I'm gonna give a shout out to LeVar Ball.
Give him one more motherfucking shout out, nigga.
And on the topic of the weed testing, I just think it's another way to bring the black man down, because they know we love getting high. That's our shit. And even though the white boys get just as high,
Them pills
but
and shit.
they ain't dominant in football and basketball like it used to be. So, the sports they are dominant in, just don't test it on the low. People won't know, and if they do, they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna protest. They ain't gonna care enough. So, why not?
Couple?
Definitely. I feel there's a way of having a controlled substance against the main factors of the celebrities and icons of the neighborhood and the black people who do get there, and how they're not allowed to smoke. It'll show how it's still illegal, and you do want to pursue it in a way, something like that, because you still want to get high. So it's just, it keeps the loop there going for the race.
I feel like it's very disrespectful. It's a blatant disrespect to African American players, because once again, when you realize that all these owners have billions of dollars, you have to have like at least $2 billion to own a professional team, and it's like, I draft you to play, you smoke some trees, and I'm going to suspend you and get the more money from you. So I'm gonna pay you. You're making me millions of dollars for playing, and then you smoke some weed, which doesn't fucking fuck up your game. Doesn't make you late for practice. Doesn't make you beat your wife. But then you give me $10 million, and then I gotta give you $1 million in fines for smoking weed. And then if I smoke weed and get caught 3 times, you kick me out the league. That's fucking ridiculous. To get kicked out the league for smoking some weed. Just make it, it's legal in not most states, but it's legal in a few states. You're talking about something that grows from the earth, that's been medically proven to help cancer, other ailments, and aches and pains where you make it lotion. And we still treating this shit like it's crack cocaine, or Oxycontin, which plenty of fucking football players is fucking jacked up off of Protozoan and Oxy and all those painkillers they take when they injured. Fucking Ray Lewis was high off drugs the last time he won the Super Bowl because his arm was all fucked up. He playing with one arm. So it's like you can take drugs for me, the master, for you to play better. Like, you could be dying and fucked up, take this drug and don't feel pain and go out there and give me a Super Bowl. But you can't smoke weed to get your mind right, your soul right, and prepare for this game. So I think it's a total mindfuck, and it's a total, it's just racist when you say it. The football teams, the basketball teams that's black can smoke weed, and baseball, or can't smoke weed, and baseball players and hockey players can smoke weed because they white. And I just want to go back to something when you said that Dirk the Whiskey doesn't defend. I wanted to say, no Europeans can defend, they enslave. This has been Lord Thaumiel's Network, and I thank you for tuning in. Sports Talk with Maury Reacts, Guapo, not Serge, that's another person. And, thank you for tuning in. See you next Friday with more Sports Talk.
For dead, going harder than a tank. Asking me why my face looking so stank. Smoking on that dank, going for the highest rank. Getting lost in my thoughts, so what the fuck you niggas think? Everybody know I'm that nigga on the go. Even if I'm getting high, I always gotta keep it low. Rolling up the weed, paper Fonto. Got these niggas coughing from the purple, that's without the Sprite though. Climbing up the tower like Eiffel. When you see me, baby, come and get an eyeful. Squad rolling deep, you know the sight is frightful. Never preaching right hand on the Bible. Better keep it 100 or I'm aiming for your vital. King of the jungle, so I'm fittest for survival. Never shot a gun, but know I got the rifle. Niggas in these streets, always staying spiteful. Bitches on the wave, but my record is entitled. No competition to me, I'm my greatest rival. That's that shit that I know, just making sure that everybody know. If you haven't heard about me, I've been knocking at your door. Speaker knockers bumping in the Civic right down to the store. Never grew up being rich, but hustled too much to be poor. Let's get it. She gripping the stick while I'm whipping the throttle. The best with the top, but she say she don't swallow. Don't care if you model or fuck on my condo, cause you acting childish. Need me a nasty red bone freak bitch, worthy of the dick. But enough about me, let me see the pussy lips. Ain't no need for all the talking, heard the whole team hit. Got the Henny on deck, not a whole team lit. Always setting up the squad, going pro with the assist. But I'll never cuff a hoe, make sure everybody know I'm the purest of the breed, double T, no pedigree. So your girl up in the club, big red bone freak bitch, bagging up that ass, I can front, she feeling me. Don't be hating on the boy, everything I'm on I destroy. Know the shit I do is effortless, moving up like the Jeffersons, always chasing the Benjamins. Got hatred in my heart, but just believe this flow is heaven sent. Track 7, it's so magnificent. No label holding me back from being so brilliant. Can nobody tell me that my heart isn't in this shit? And I don't take no fucking notice from a nigga or a bitch. Just know I'm not a villain, but I'm staying vigilant, cause these coppers is vigilantes. In their eyes we all immigrants, taking all of our innocence. But my spirit is infinite and my rapping is intricate, with my style so militant. Hold up.